What's up, everybody? So today I was really inspired. My pastor gave an incredible message about Paul going to Rome and about how people told him he was going to get killed, and he still was like, I have to go anyways. And so I really did not have a message for today, but I'm trying to post once a week. And so on the way down here, I was like, what could I possibly speak about? I borrowed my friend's Bible, and on the way down here, I was thinking about how people tried to, because the importance is planting seeds, and the important is getting out there and telling people about the good news of Jesus, and I used to be depressed. Suicidal daily. I used to have so much anxiety, and I've been freed from all that for like several years, like I can't even remember the last time I've had off days, but I can't remember the last time I was depressed. And so it's like, who am I to keep that to myself? You know what I mean? Like, how selfish of me to not try to share that with people. But I was thinking on the way down here about all the people throughout my years of life, when I was on drugs, whenever I was this, all the people that tried to speak to me and I wasn't hearing them out. I thought everything they said, I was like, okay, well, they don't have it all together. Okay, that's cool advice for somebody else, but it doesn't work for me. And then I was thinking about, well, those were seeds though, because now that I was willing to accept them, now that I'm growing in my own life, all those seeds have started to grow. And so it really kind of spoke the importance to me of even getting out, even if we get rejected on the spot, of going out and planting those seeds. And so I borrowed my friend's Bible. She has done this really cool thing where she tabbed out every single thing so you could see the scriptures. And like I said, I didn't really have a message for today. And so I was going to go to Proverbs, just kind of find something, and for some reason the tab First Corinthians was sticking out to me. And I'm in my personal life and reading First Corinthians right now for the first time from front to back. And I'm like, God, there's nothing in First Corinthians I really feel led to talk about right now. But I listened, and I went to First Corinthians, and halfway through chapter 1, which is for me a weird starting point, I started reading, and I stumbled across a verse that just in only a godlike fashion brought everything together, from the message to what I thought about on the way down here, and it's First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. It said, the message of the cross is foolish to those who are headed towards destruction, we who are being saved know it's the very power of God. And so it just went hand in hand with what I was just thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I now know that that's the power of God. You know what I mean? Everything that somebody told me, all these things that people had tried to impart on me that I was having no part of, because I was headed towards destruction. But see, gives us no valid reason to not tell somebody. They could be on the path to destruction. Most of the people I talk to are. You know what I mean? But that doesn't matter, because there's another verse, I don't know where it's at, but I read it recently, about like, we plant the seed, we do this, God chooses when it grows. We don't know when this is going to grow. So I encourage you today to go out, tell somebody, even if you know it's going to be like arguing with the tree, you know what I mean? Because you do not know when that seed's going to grow. Sometimes and I know this from personal experience, my life had to get to the worst point before I ever turned to God, because I had been with God my whole life. I'd been raised in church. And so my life had to get to the point where it was downright embarrassing and shameful, because even in the drug world, I was considered as a wise individual. I was considered as intelligent. People around me, people that didn't know I was on drugs, everybody just didn't understand why my life was falling apart, but everybody considered me a wise and intelligent individual. And that's why I thought the very next verse was fascinating, because it says, as the scripture says, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and discard the intelligence of the intelligent. And that's exactly what's happened. As I've grown with God, every little nugget of wisdom I ever thought I had has, as slowly as with the renewing of my mind, has changed to where I'm like, I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? And like, and there was, people came to me for life advice. And now I'm like, bro, I was dumb. And thank the Lord. maybe I'm a little bit smarter now, but I'm a lot more smarter when it comes to just what is actually important. You know what I mean? I was considered intelligent. I talked to people I thought were intelligent. And like it says, discard the intelligence of the intelligent. Some of the people I thought were the smartest, I now look at and I'm like, yo, you're smart in these areas, but really you're foolish. And so it's up to us to go out and spread the word. It's up to us to go out and tell people. And we don't have to beat them over the head with it. But even you just lay that one little seed, it can grow. You know what I mean? You never know what you're saying and where it can go and how it can help people. So I encourage you to go out there today and tell somebody about the Lord. Thank y'all for joining me on the God Pod Godcast part 3 or 4. I've done a couple of them now. I love y'all so much. If y'all need me, holler at me. Peace.